Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We have acquired a bunch of old Sith artifacts last time, so now let's see if our sort of training master person guy is impressed by our feats and will give us, I guess, access to the final test. And I said feats, not feet.
Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place, should you reach the final test, that is.
Pretty sure. Okay, so I dealt with those renegade students. Not exactly killing them, but still.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then?
Yep. They're gone.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough.
Okay, because we've heard that before, I'm skipping over it. Okay, so I've dealt with the rogue droid and the tombs.
Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. Go now. You have...
Okay, so I found the hermit in the hills. Really? Oh yeah, that's the guy who imprisoned us and wanted to play mind games.
Ah, my old master. Still, unless you bring back something of his, some writings or similar, I am unimpressed. Jorak's fate means nothing to me.
Okay, so I have something written by him, actually.
Oh, let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings in one of the tombs. How interesting. I do hope you had to pry this from his dead fingers. Regardless, you have impressed me with your worthy act. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
Yeah, pretty sure I have all I need. I love HK-47 in that scene there. It's kind of sneaking about. Okay. I appear to be all rested up and well. Hello, woman. Remember our plan? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. No. I'm hoping telling on both of these was actually a good choice. I don't quite know. Hey, it's morning, right?
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed.
Nope, I'm ready.
Then we go now.
Well, Jolie can talk to HK-47, which I'm sure will be a very stimulating dialogue. Day passes in preparation. Uther then takes you and Euthura to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you. Makes sense. I have my super upgraded super sword anyway.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
Is that a tone of mischief in your voice, dear Euthura? You should know by now that no scheme is certain.
I don't know what you're talking about, Master. I am not scheming. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin?
Yes, of course. Find the star map, return with a lightsaber. I understand. It's not that complicated, really.
Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Yeah. I hope I can play them against each other and make them just sort of kill each other. That would be hilarious. And I'll actually do a hard save at this point. In a new slot. Fancy, eh? Okay, in here there's some enemies. I'm hoping with the master speed I'll be okay. Then we do a Force Valor, Master Valor actually, and just crit strike them for a bit. Oh, they're not actually strong enemies. Fair enough. Hey, I ran through that mine faster than it exploded. Cool. Now I cannot avoid the speed buff, I'm afraid. There's no way to actively debuff myself, basically. I can't remove the buff. Datapad. I should probably read those so I don't stumble into whatever's behind those doors completely unprepared. Except it takes a while to get to them. Strangely enough, I found traces of Therangen in the tomb. This is an unstable black rock used as fuel by lesser races. Perhaps the ancient Sith on Korriban used it as power source. It is a volatile and dangerous substance and reacts violently to fire. I will have to be careful. Okay, so this is the one I just found. It seems I need to get across the pool of acid in the central chamber if I am to complete my test. Here, but that's not going to be easy. The runes name one obelisk the Pillar of Fire, while the other is the Pillar of Ice. I can only assume that one of the pillars leads to a way to remove the acid pool. Fire or ice? Wouldn't fire create toxic fumes? I'm not sure. Maybe freezing the pool would be safer. Well, I'll worry about that once I bypass the Tarantatic beasts. If I can, I suppose it's now or never. Okay, so Tarantatic behind this door? Yes, you can see them there in the distance. You might have to go full screen, full HD to be able to see them, but they are there. I'll try to pull only one at a time. Yeah, those should be killable. Hey, I can even stun them. Cool. How did I miss a stunned enemy? Oh well. Reapply the speed. Reapply the valor. Chain attacks. It's only 2 of them. It's not so bad. Okay. I'm fairly happy with the amount of damage and hit rate that I have now. Oh. Okay, now I wish my force dash would be away. Okay, Shayla's journal. We remember her as well, don't we? From wasn't there that story with the 3 guys that were hunting and one of them fell in love with the other and then the 3rd guy left and all that? That might be that journal. Wow, I am super light. Anyway, items. This datapad is the personal journal of the Jedi Shayla Nur. Her last entry is particularly compelling. I've checked the Tarantatic that ambushed us in the Shirek caves to this tomb. But even as I stand at the entrance, I know this is wrong. Dark thoughts fill my mind, hatred and vengeance. I cannot stop myself from blaming Gun Han for Duran's death. If he had not abandoned us, my love would surely have survived the Tarantatic's first attack. But my hatred of Gun Han pales beside my burning desire for revenge. My blood boils to destroy the creature that ended Duran's life, no matter what the cost. I know such thoughts are those of the dark side, but I cannot help them. Even the second set of tracks outside the cave cannot dissuade me from my task. 1 Tarantatic, 2, 1,000, it makes no difference to me now. The only image I see is that of Duran's broken body, and only blood can cleanse it from my mind. Well, it looks like your own blood was able to cleanse that image from your mind. In fact, it was able to cleanse your mind from yourself. Let's pull this lever.
I think I've been poisoned.
Oh dear, have I now. Well, that's not an issue. Okay, here we have the Pillar of Fire. And the Pillar of Ice. well, let's try fire. Special fire grenade. Okay. Can I still get the other one? I can. Special cold grenade. Okay, so I guess I don't have to decide quite yet. I haven't read the other 2 diaries that concern that story, by the way, that sort of little, I guess, bit of lore. The problem is that even though I'm playing in 1080p, the actual bit of the screen that's taken up by the diaries is pathetically tiny. So reading them is a bit of a hassle, and I can't read much in advance, which usually means that I stumble over sentences and words a lot, because I can't sort of... Usually the way I read is I read 3 or 4 words in advance before I progress. Basically, my actual reading is ahead of what I'm reading out loud. But if there's not enough space, I can't do that as well, so it's a little annoying. I think I remember this riddle, actually. It's the Tower of Hanoi, which is easy enough. You might know this. It's actually a very famous riddle, puzzle, the Tower of Hanoi. I guess it'll explain to us how it works. There are 3 pillars that have electronic readouts showing the energy levels of 4 systems. The controls show that these systems can be transferred to other pillars. Caution, some of the systems are very delicate, and improper transfer of power can cause an electrical overload. In order to unseal the chamber, all of the following 4 systems must be transferred to the right pillar. Top system may be transferred to any pillar safely without fear of overload. Mid-upper system. This system causes an overload if transferred to a pillar with an active top system. Mid-lower system. This system may only be safely transferred to another pillar that either has no systems or only the base system active. Base system. This large system may only be transferred to a blank pillar with no systems active on it, or it will cause an overload. Remember, a system may be transferred to another pillar if it is the only active system on that pillar, or it is the last one listed. Basically, the way this usually works is that the pillar, we have sort of 3 pillars and circular plates which go on the pillars. They've got a hole in the middle, so they slide down the pillars, and the plates get smaller as you get higher up, and you cannot place a larger plate on a smaller one. So you have to transfer them around, but you always have to make sure that it's a smaller one landing on a bigger one, and it can't work any other way. Okay, so let me think. Yes, we want to move a system from the left pillar, because it's the only one that's currently got anything on it, and we want to move it to the middle pillar. Now we want to move from the left pillar again, and this time to the right pillar. Now we couldn't have moved it to the middle one, because that would basically, the top one is blocking it from going there. Okay. What we need to do now is move a system from the middle pillar to the right pillar. And this allows us to now move a system from the left pillar to the middle pillar. Now we can go from the right pillar to the left pillar. Then we can go from the right pillar to the middle pillar. Then we can go from left to middle. And then we can go from left to right. The solution to the Tower of Hanoi puzzle is fairly well known, so I'm not going into too much detail. Essentially, with only three pillars, any number of systems. So even if there were 100 on one pillar, all sort of going smaller and smaller and same usual rules, you could still do it. It just takes a lot more moves, of course. Now we want to go from middle to right. Then we want to go from middle to left. Then we want to go from right to left. Middle to right. Left to middle. Left to right. And finally middle to right, and we're done. Problem solved. That's the shortest solution. Yeah, the Tower of Hanoi, look it up. It's quite interesting, sort of historically and such, but yeah, that's what you have to do to solve this riddle, I guess. Lots of crystals here. When we're done with this, we're gonna have to look if any of these are an improvement for our lightsabers. I would hope so. Okay, do you guys want to come up? Because I don't really fancy running. Well, I can actually run past, it's fine. Okay. Sadly, my speed buff is still active. Okay, here's a monument to Nagasado, inside which we find her poison blade. Okay, cool. Skeleton with a bunch of stuff. Nothing of interest to me though, and I will ignore that frag mine. La la la, it's never there, I've never seen it. Don't care. Okay, so that's the two side puzzles solved, and I don't know if I had to solve the other one. Or this one rather. But, you know, Towers of Hanoi, it's an easy puzzle, so might as well do it. You know, extra credit and such. And again, if I remember, but I probably won't, I could link that to a dangerous looking pool of acid has flooded the room. Fire grenade. Probably a bad idea, right? Aww. Yeah. Just look it up on Wikipedia, it's kind of interesting. Okay, so the hint from that datapad was actually that ice is the way to go. My thought process was that it's sort of it was flowing acid, so I thought, you know, if I freeze it over, it'll just flow over the ice, and nah. Anyway, so this thought process, I know. Oh, something exploded. Never mind. And one more, I think. Two. Yes, there we go. And here's the star map. That's the last piece we need. And back here's the Sith lightsaber that we have just been given. And we now know enough... Is this a new animation? I think it might well be. Yeah. Maybe this is the animation that we get because we've seen... we've got all the star map pieces now, so maybe that shows us where the Star Forge is. Also, there's a bit of a path over here. Cool, cool. Interesting. Might be that all these tombs are actually on the same map, but not interconnected. Anyway, you guys, how about you... Oh, can I just chuck the fire grenade?
So, you returned to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand?
Are you saying a Jedi couldn't have gotten the lightsaber?
When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive. That strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential.
I don't believe you. I don't feel superior to anyone.
If you came to the Academy, You must have felt the stirrings within you that cry out for the freedom of the dark side, that cry out for release. I can only show you the path that will lead to power and superiority. You have followed it this far. You must decide if you are capable of continuing.
You do know I only came here for the star map and I now have it, right? And if I'm not?
This is where your path ends, young one. There is no turning back once you have embarked on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I exerted myself getting this.
Perhaps not to someone of your natural strength. The point is in the recognition of the nature of the act, rather than its sheer difficulty.
Okay, the Sith are not the only ones who fight and take risks.
True, but most would say they fight only when they must, or not at all. We are the ones who know that struggle is what makes us superior.
Okay, I think I understand. I've actually tried all other dialogue options, so I have to say this.
Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Euthura, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you realize. Isn't that so, young one?
Yeah, you're both mistaken. I choose me. No, actually, let's go with 4. I'm tired of playing along with you Sith scum. You both die.
You are indeed a fool if you think to oppose us both, young one.
To think that I actually hoped you could be of use to me.
This makes no sense. You will never become a Sith if you turn on us both. What could you hope to accomplish?
I used you both to complete my mission.
Betrayed. He is a spy.
Do not fret, my dear. All will be as it was quickly enough.
You will pay for this, fool. We will destroy you.
It's funny how they're suddenly united after having noticed that they want to kill each other. Oh well. If this is too difficult, by the way, I'll just quick load. Well, it doesn't seem so bad. Remember what I said about Force, about the speed and such buffs being really useful? Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with this outcome. I don't know if I could have played them against each other, really. But, oh well. It worked out in the end. They're both dead, right? That was the final goal. And even though I spec'd Persuade only, pretty much, since becoming a Jedi, I'm doing okay in the fighting, because of the buffs being... I'm not sure if they're overpowered, but they're definitely very, very good. Okay, let's see if anything is happening outside. I mean, we sort of killed 2 Jedi Masters, right? Shouldn't that sort of... I mean, does no one notice? Does no one care? Though arguably killing the pupil is what Sith do, so I killed my master and my master's master. You know, just one-upping Malak, I guess. And now I can leave. I mean, there's nothing keeping me here, right? Don't think I can blow up the whole academy. I thought I would have gotten light side points for choosing that outcome, though. I mean, technically I've killed 2 major Sith who are who would otherwise be training more young, corruptible minds in the ways of the dark side. You would think that's a good act, but probably not. Oh, look. People. I may have to kill them. Hello. People?
You there! How is it that you're leaving Nagasadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar?
He's dead. I killed him.
What? You? But you aren't even a Sith yet. Surely you jest.
I'm not a Sith at all, actually. Now move aside.
It's a spy! Quick, to arms!
But if the spy was able to kill Master Uthar...
Don't be such a coward! Kill the traitor! Do it now!
Well, he was smart. And now I've been knocked down. Oh well. You see, I've killed two of the two highest ranking Sith of this academy. And you decide to just attack me anyway, right? I mean, surely 3 of you are more skilled than those 2 guys. Idiots. Do I have to fight through more enemies in here? I do! Cool. Or maybe not, but I do have my allies with me now, so that's something. Are you kicking just empty space there? Interesting. Cool. I actually get to kill everyone in here. I didn't remember that at all. Wow, you are in trouble. He's alone, basically. So I'm just going to move him ever so slightly back to the rest of the party, where he will now use 2 advanced repair kits. And Jolie, you are almost dead. Why are you not using a... where is it? Life support pack? And I shall use a... no, don't do any of that junk. Shall use a heal.
Yes.
And now we can just go back to cashing in some heads.
I still got it.
See? Not an issue at all. Except for HK, who is he spawned away from us. Far away, so... Yep, I feel good now. I don't no longer have to lie about why I'm here and such. I'm just I can be open about why I'm here and what I'm doing, and it's all for the best. Okay. I don't know if there will be more combat, but I think there should be, right? Up here, the ones that HK dealt with? Or rather, the ones that dealt with HK. Yeah, just kill someone.
Oh!
Okay, so where's the exit? Sith Academy entrance. We'll go there. Oh, hey, you're an enemy now as well. Oh well, who cares?
Droid efficiency at its best.
I wonder if I have to fight even more guys. Not that I would particularly mind, but... oh well, 7,000, almost 8,000 experience to the next level, that's still a fairly long way, considering they only give like 40-50 each. Not going to give that guy his smuggling wares. Smuggling is evil. Well, I mean, I'm not technically above it, but still. I'm not going to. might keep the stuff for myself. But aside from that, I think I'm pretty much done with Korriban. Okay, that went well. So long, guys. I'm just going to head back over to my ship, you know.
Ikukuno no ba mulira tikun. Tonghit kun chonchi.
I'm listening? You mean Malak?
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun.
Oh, so now everyone knows. So, how do you know?
Ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale.
Okay, so you're with the exchange.
Ke puna. Bunanai chatu chinba mulerata chi gratu loda pograshi oniu kompa chintono muchuba loda dita kun ronda di hotonga kun hankabi wana kun be.
Get to the point. How do you know my true identity?
Tag bis ju bonko kokimak banka ching pala chiska mu kuyame jus chikata na patoga ya fulki kokogala.
Okay, what sources?
Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mulji gumuna? Kinshun shishin manaman atota! Hakiju krata bola shui chongatong! Chong tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bongwaleo. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not doing this for revenge. I'm actually trying to save the galaxy, you know?
Chi gratu loda bograshi oniu kompa chintono muchuba tong abog sha umninong.
Okay, and you're just going to give these to me? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata ponana chaku tolpa da bongwale gando nangugu chuchut kavadum ku.
Okay. So I'm looking for Mikadorin. I'll go check it out.
Boragatong mulitong abog sha umninong.
Okay, I guess we can have a look at those. I mean, I don't have that much money, but I have some. Spent most of it on Yavin. Well, a lot of it anyway. Yes, special items, you know? Nudge, nudge. I'm glad you've seen the light. Okay, so what do you have for sale? Okay, let's see your premium items. Okay, selling life support packs. I might actually be interested in those. This stuff... No dexterity bonus. Nope. Thermal detonators. Very expensive, very powerful. This is quite good. Stabilizer mask. Dominator gauntlet. Strength +5. Whoa. Nice and powerful shields. 70 points absorption. That's quite good. Dexterity +4. Constitution +4. Regeneration 2. Cool. Not that I really need it. I mean, I usually have Jedi who can heal, but still. Cool, cool. Bunch of upgrades. I'll just buy the upgrades. Don't want Berserk cards. No, thank you very much. Okay, the rest I'll keep in mind, but not buy right now. I might want that stabilizer mask, but anyway. I think this is a good point to cut. I'll end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.